Standing Bear, a relative. Welcome you here. We sing the song and ask these holy ones to be here with us today as we share, as we pray, express ourselves here today.
Thank you, nephew. Beautiful. Jim Greywolf, thank you all for coming, taking time out of our day. Speaking is one of my things, but this one's hard. Standing Bail was a wonderful brother. For years we followed each other online. And when Standing Rock happened, we came together physically and got to know each other. With my brother here, Shazay, who's down from Canyon de Chelly, to be with us today. After Standing Rock, I went to Florida, and that family is celebrating him as well. Everyone's in touch. Circles are closing now, and that's critical. When I went to Florida after Standing Rock, we were still being attacked by those who wanted to stop what was going on. And he invited me to his lodge, and we did his lodge. And I found out from someone who reached out from Florida that they were in that lodge too. I had no idea. And a nephew of mine, the Pueblo young man, who I've been working with for a number of years, he was in that lodge as a young man. I didn't know that either. All these things are coming together. We've lost my brother in a physical way here. We haven't lost him at all. He's right here. He's right behind Zenka. He's come to me 4 times since he left. And each time I felt uplifted, because each time he came I was feeling depressed. I'm at that point where it'll be my turn to go up before too long. I don't know when, but before some of you, for sure. When we go up there, we do the same energy, but higher. We connect through circles. And that's what's going to be happening now even more, and he's a huge part of that. He was a bridge. We talked a lot. I'm also a bridge. We were bridges to different things, different times, different people, male, female, 4 colors, all of it. And that's really critical right now, because we're one tribe. We're seeing it. We're standing up. And he will continue. He will definitely continue. Stronger than ever. Next Saturday, when he showed up here and we got together again, I invited him to be part of my lodge and to run it together. White Buffalo Lodge, it's down in Rimrock. We rebuilt it. Shazay was here and a bunch of other people. Zenka's part of it now. So next Saturday at 5, we can't do a full lodge because we can't light a fire. That's okay. We will get together. Anyone who wants to come, you'll be welcome. It'll be online. You can find it. So there's a lot of things. Good times to connect. Good times to pull more. And he had, I think, 50,000 people in his We Are the Medicine group. But he was also part of my Standing Rock group. There's 130,000 people who now are saying prayers and will again on Saturday. And also our Water's Life group and our Global Drum Circle. So next Saturday we're going to have drum circles around the globe. We're going to have people doing anipis, people lighting their pipes, and people just praying. And I welcome you all to that tonight. Thank you. Let's get it easier.
Thanks everyone for coming and sitting in a circle. He always said that if a circle doesn't start, a relationship doesn't start. If a prayer doesn't start, a conversation doesn't start. If listening doesn't happen, a relationship doesn't start. It was great to listen to his flute, and I want to spend a moment listening now, because obviously he's here, and he's taught me so much. I could write 5 more books. And one of the most profound things that he taught me is this phrase: calm mind, peaceful heart. So close your eyes for a second. Calm mind. Calm mind. Calm mind. Peaceful heart. Peaceful heart. that's kind of how big his heart is. It just feels that at that second part, you just disarm everything and your heart gets bigger than an ocean. Yeah. So, one of the things he also used to teach me is that it's not what you leave for the people, it's what you leave in the people. And his legacy was one of absolute and total healing, of coming together in a circle, healing together. Because healing's also all about listening. And that was always his first point. Reciprocity. Listening. We can heal ourselves listening. We can heal ourselves in circle. His group has been going for over 10 years with the wisdom he's learned from his elder, Tony, for over 30 years. And I met him in Japan. I was doing a conference there, and I got invited to a day extra thing for Unity Earth that Van Bowler was putting on. Standing Barris was there performing with two of my favorite musicians. And we had spent the day, ironically enough, in the park in Tokyo, where they believe that all religion and all books should be thrown out the window. And you should just go sit by a tree and realize that that's what is religion. I think that I'm such a robot, such a computer, that he's such the opposite, that we just marveled at each other the whole time. But yeah, he tried to, one of the first things he tried to teach me was that water was a verb. Harmony, like that was like the word in his language meant harmony. It was a verb, it wasn't a thing. And that it was connected to everything, just like Margot Rodin's map. I want to talk about his work protecting water, but I wanted to also mention one of the things he used to say is that we're in a moment between our first breath and our last, and we're occupying that moment right now. You just turned the random number generators into disco lights. I've never seen someone with his abilities. I didn't even know someone like him didn't even exist. I've not even read about them in books. So in Japan, I ended up going out to dinner with him that night after calling his hotel room 3 times. The Japanese lady looked at me like, "Are you serious?" Like, one more time, ring his room. And we went out to this Chinese restaurant where you sit in the floor. Mm-hmm. You know, it was the only one open in this huge, fancy hotel. And my boyfriend started texting me in Sedona, like, what the fuck is going on? I ended up hiring him to teach me remote viewing. Yeah. And then he was supposed to come out here this summer, but he came for Adam's beautiful project, Eagle Condor meeting. of all the tribes coming together. And it was told by his elders to sit and listen. That's what he did. So, with the help of several mediums over the last couple days, I do have some messages from him. He's been turning off lights, off and on jacuzzis, like all sorts of things, and he will be around for like 6 weeks or maybe a little bit longer to anyone. My nickname for him was Buffalo, and he's like that. He's huge energy, so you won't miss him as long as you go calm mind, peaceful heart. You'll find him. Some of the ideas that he talked a lot about in the last couple weeks was the idea of sovereignty, like what you're working on, but meaning true balance and true harmony, and a sovereignty meaning that, yeah, all the cultures do come together. When we sit in circle, we're not better than one another. We're sitting with the ancestors, the ones that had come before us. He would always call them in first. And his life was always about the next 7 generations. But sovereignty said, yeah, that's just about reciprocity. That we all are here for a very special reason. No one's better than anyone else. The second thing he talked about was amnesty. He believed in order to heal and to come to the healing table, we would need not to forget what happened, but to talk about how we got misguided, how we fell off the path, got confused, and from there, the road forward for healing of all people can come from there. And the final thing he talked about, which was the biggest one, craziest one, was neutrality. I think that's what made him an amazing healer. I think that's what made him an amazing servant of the people. Neutrality, he said, is taking care of your own harmony and energy so that your emotions are not leaving positive and negative charge on either side of you. We're going for a 999 in Marco Rodin's universe. So when we come to a neutral position, we can receive the gifts of the we, of the Creator, of us, of what we're all doing. Standing Bears was in a very pivotal time in his life. He's one of those unusual people that actually remembered what happened right before he incarnated. And he incarnated, and he incarnated right after he got back from the other life. And he says, okay, give me 17 life events. And they said, you've got to be pity. He was like, well, yeah. And they said, okay, we're adding 3 more. So anybody who knows the story of Standing Bears, also the only man with a name that's a verb, his name directly translates to a bear standing up with courage. So the things that have been coming through was that he felt that he was told by the ancestors that he needed to balance some sort of energy for the planet coming up. Because he's incarnated at a very high level, he can't say no to that. He probably wouldn't want to. But he left a big prayer here on earth as well, which he'll be helping with. When we asked him a month ago, what do you care most about? He said, water. I said, what? He said, because that's prayer. Just like the smoke is the connection between us and the ancestors in the other world. The water is the thing that ties us together, the 9. It's what flows between all things. Even consciousness, as it turns out, is the memory of the planet. Turns out he had no idea that his birth defect was uranium damage. But besides that, he explained to me it's important that water equals safety. It's an important collaboration point for the colonial world and the indigenous world to come together around water, to clear that. But water, I've never felt more safe in the arms of man in my entire life. He had the ability to transfer energy to me like peace. But he said it's important that the waters on the indigenous lands on this planet are cleaned up. As I was coming over here, I researched that 1 out of every 4 people. How many people in this room have gone traveling and wondered if they were going to get sick after eating a salad? Every day of your life, 1 out of every 4 people on this planet do not have water safety. $2 billion people on the planet have to consider whether to eat, drink, or get sick every time. It's estimated in the United States that 45% of indigenous people do not have access to clean water. So we'll be starting with his hometown, Fishing Lake, First Nation, Canada, and we'll just figure it out, one innovation at a time. Starting with a map of the players and a map of the lands. So we're going to pass around some tobacco in a conch shell. And if you want to hold that to your heart, just take a tiny bit. And again, this is what he believed was the highest, most sacred thing is tobacco. Just take a little and put it to your heart. And I want us to go around and just say something you're grateful for, as that is how he always taught how to start a new day.
Zenka, could I add something about the water?
Yeah.
And it was the most critical part. Those of us who were at Standing Rock, of course, that was all about the water. It's now 10-year anniversary. It's hard to believe, but it is. There's a 10-year anniversary coming up in Standing Rock in August. And Standing Bear and I talked about it, and we wanted to go. To be there for this. And Shazay is going to be there. And we have a friend coming up from New Zealand to be there. We're still looking to be there, and we want to bring him with us. So he will be there as well. But it's the water again, and it's kicking off the next round. Standing Rock open tours, incredible tours. But that was just round one. Now we're getting ready to do the next with the water, like you said. And it'll be mapped out, and we'll take it from there. So when that happens, we'll have things online, and we'll celebrate him as we go. And something of his will come with us. He said, I don't know what, but that'll come about. And we'll have it up there. So that is August, mid-August.
If you'd like to hear about these events, you can put your name or phone number or email on the sheet there at the door before you leave tonight. And We Are the Medicine group is going to continue under his director, Jenny. And that group meets 20 times a month and has splinter groups that are helping people stay off addiction and stay grounded and carry on the 7 grandfather teachings and the wisdom of the elders. He had just finished his 5th book. We were going to work on the cover for it. And I'm just going to read this one here for July 1st through July 4th. July 1st, the purpose of life is to celebrate it. That was one of the cutest things, is to see him like a little kid, again, enjoying a childhood he didn't really have. July 2nd, if we're not humbled by the mere fact that we woke up this morning, then we are forgetting the greatest gift ever given to us. July 3rd. The first test of love is humility. The last test of love is humility. The only test of love is humility. And July 4th, which happens to be my birthday, within our hearts is the sacred flame of 1,000 fires, a beautiful gift given to us by our ancestors. So I just like to go around the circle and say what you wake up being grateful for.
Of unity and community and the ancestors that came before us to carry that tradition forward and to teach us.
Love of the natural world.
And at Standing Bear, kind of the day before the Eagle Quetzal Condor Elders Gathering happened, he showed up when we were kind of cutting and carrying firewood. And I was like, oh wow, who's that guy? He seemed like he was kind of some kind of chief, and he was talking to Adam. There were hardly any people there yet. And then I got to know him a little bit at the event, but I had the honor of going to his full moon pipe ceremony at June Arbalia's house, and I recognized in him a certain kind of healer that I myself am not capable of, that he has gone through so many things in his life and carries this medicine that was so powerful that he would be able to help people overcome a lot of the things that they've gone through in their lives that have kept them down. And I knew that he had a place in this community, a very powerful place, because it takes someone who's really been through that and come out the other end with so much grace. And I saw his place, I saw his piece of the medicine, and it was like gone almost as soon as it got here. And it will be very, very missed because it was a valuable piece, a very valuable piece. I'm glad I got to know him and smoke his chamber with him.
So one of the things he's asked to do tonight is we're going to bring in the rain for the fires. So we can do that a little before you guys start playing. But yeah, he's right here, and he walked the red road, which is what we all do. And it's just this great mystery journey of giving it all you have. And he was a very big energy guy, but he was certainly very precise. Very precise person. His prayer will live in all of our hearts. And as we close our eyes and imagine the lightning and the thunder and the rain,
The song is for the walking on up there for the thunder and lightning. You can continue to visualize. he came to me and said, take care of these instruments, these bundles. These are really sacred instruments here. And we got to watch over and feed these so they can move on too and be able to help out like he did. That's done in through ceremony, you know, and you've been entrusted, I believe, in these instruments, and his family, many relatives have these pieces and others, and you know, learn how to feed them, take care of them, and then you're going to get stronger and continue to work with these. They call it the chanupa, and the flute, and his medallions, and that knowledge that resides inside those books. So I was real adamant about that, to support in whatever way I can, you know, too, you know. There's many relatives that know, but these instruments have to be fed, you know, it's going to feed him there too, so. I want to sing a thank you song to you, my relative. Sing this song and give thanks for our lives. You know, to me, living in this world, in this three-dimensional body, it's only one essence of how we can work. To me, it's more powerful the way that he's residing right now, because he can be a part of each and every one of us. I know that from being in my free essence coming here today. And so, in that, you know, look towards that too, so we can be with our relative and we can celebrate in this, that holy way, and to move through each of us now in that way. So I sing this song to you and honor you with this bow and whistle and the holy ones and all your ancestors that are here with us, and ask, help me out get through this song too right here. Help all of us. And I'd like us to stand and see him in the most brilliance as we did before he left us. See him in the most high self, and how he touched each and every one of us. And see him in even a greater illuminance. And like you said, that contract, beyond this world and coming back. We hold that gate and that door for you.
today because they're welcoming him up there. He's part of their circle. The young ones will and are stepping forward. I've been doing this a long time. I've seen huge changes. My first time out was Vietnam, against that war. Nobody listened. They told us to shut up, sit down. As a puppy, I walked with Dr. King. I saw what peace could do. We're there now. We are the majority, and the young people will help carry it, and our Indigenous brothers and sisters will help carry it, and we all will help carry it. Never doubt it. Never doubt it. Belief now is critical, and trust, and stand up. Look how we're standing up. Millions of people are standing up now, around the globe. No, we don't see it all because they're not reporting it. Those who would not want change are not showing it. It's happening, believe me. I get things from all over. I know Adam does too. Adam's out there in the trenches, in these places, and he carries the word. So let's continue to do that. I was thinking as you were talking too, I'm fine speaking and writing, but singing or dancing, no, not my thing. But I'm thinking of the song from Standing Rock, that Daphne singing tree wrote for us. And we did around the fires when they threw sound at us all night long so we couldn't sleep. And it was Minnie Wachoni, water is life. Sweet water, is everyone's right. And he was all about that. Minnie Wachoni, water is life. Protect it with all of your might. And we would sing that for hours. We didn't even hear the negative drums, the negative noise. It couldn't pierce that. That is the value of water, and that's what my brother brought so strongly. I've been around a lot of these things, but he carried that even stronger than I did, and I value that. So please, know that people are stepping up. Welcome more in. Carry his message wherever you go. Say you know him. Those of us who are lucky enough to know him, we're a tiny drop in the sand of people, but we got to know him. So there's more than once. That's power. Thank you, ancestors. Stay with us. We're slow learners, but we're getting there. Oh, that's it.
That's it.
Standing Bears, we're here to honor you today. May the way that you walked, the way that you actually walked what you taught in life, is so inspiring. And if no one told you that they love you today, you do.